thank you for even considering the help. And if you stay tuned after the video, there's another small clip. Shows you a little bit of what I actually do and can bring to the table, as well as a small clip of one of the very first videos that I ever made, a little over 2.5 years ago. That kind of shows you where I am today. Thanks. Appreciate you guys. If I was to keep all the material that I have and just make rings, just put the material in the channel rings and make my meta rings, I have a lifetime's worth of material. But organically, things have happened to the point that I have the materials, I have the equipment to run the 4 guys, I have the storefront. I have the storefront in my possession. I have the keys. It is mine. On 1900 West in Riverdale and Roy. I can't even tell you how much traffic that there is. And I can't tell you how bad the state of Utah needs what I have to bring to the table, as well as the outlining states right here. And it's not just the consumer, it's how about the miners that are out there prospecting and getting the material, that are taking this other location and being ripped off, being spit on. I had to go to the other location today to buy some jeweler's rouge, and you know, good for him, right? I'm happy for him, and I think it's great. But it's time that the people, they get choice. They get a choice. You don't have to go and sell your material for pennies on the dollar anymore. Stop doing that. As a prospector, you guys deserve, and if it wasn't for you, there would be nothing, right? So I have my material, I have my equipment, I have my location. Now all of a sudden, it's not all of a sudden, but my location is not finished, meaning they've never moved into the building, nothing has ever happened. It's studs, it's electrical boxes, and insulation. 1,300 square foot. 20 plus foot ceiling with a vaulted roof. Beautiful storefront, 1900 West in Riverdale. And I have storage units right behind me with a few storage units that will belong to me for the house material and equipment. I don't really know how the GoFundMe thing works. I see people taking vacations and doing some pretty amazing things. I need help to finish this dream, to get the construction on the inside of this building completed and have the opportunity to help change somebody else's life. If I had anybody to go to, trust me, I would go, and I wouldn't come and do it this way. My mom died 2 weeks ago. I hadn't seen her for a couple of years, and I was like 7 minutes away from the house. My truck overheated. Pulled over with my wife and my son. I got out, I ran into the store, I came back out, popped the trunk, started filling the antifreeze when my wife gets out of the car crying. I thought she was mad at me. I'm hurrying. She covers her mouth as tears fall out her eyes, and I knew what had happened. So if I had anybody else to ask, I would. I think maybe it's important that the people help me bring this dream to reality, and a lot has to do with my story and how tragic but wonderful the story is. And it's a story of change, it's a story of desperation, it's a story of necessity. People only change out of necessity. Excuse me. Sorry. It just happened, and I obviously still haven't worked through it yet. It's not my job to judge who my story is for. It's only my job to share my story. And I have a mission statement. Go out of your way to do something for somebody else without any expectations of receiving anything in return, and your blessings will be unmeasurable by any earthly materialistic item. To me, it doesn't mean where do I live, what do my clothes look like, what do I drive. To me, those blessings, will I be lucky enough to stand amongst the men who stand before God? I don't put myself in the category of standing before God as in do I get to stand before God. But I pray that I'm lucky enough to stand amongst those men who stand before God. I didn't always make the best choices when I was younger. But today, the only guy I worry about being is the guy in the mirror. And that's real talk. So, sorry about the tears. I don't really know how else to do it on here. I don't even know if this is the right thing to do. I know that I'm supposed to exhaust every resource. And I don't want to quit. I don't want to give up. But it's coming down to that point to where I didn't get anything left for inheritance. I got a piano. That's a nice piano. And I guess I get my mom's bed. Like I said, I didn't get to talk to her for a couple of years before she died. I talked to her like 3 days before she passed away. I told her I would be there, just to hang on. I can get these items and I can sell them, which may be easier to not look at them and have to deal with them and think about them. But that'll just help with the next month's rent, buying some groceries. That won't help with the construction of this. This has got to be a nice establishment. What the business that I have and the rings that I make, the jewelry. Okay, it's not me to start with. I'm just a tool that God uses, and it's all divine intervention. I believe that fully 110%. Everything that's happened over the last 2.5, almost 3 years, has all been organic. If I would have known of anything that was taking place right now today in my life, and I had worked for it, and I guarantee you, it would never have happened. It would never have happened. Excuse me. So, what I have is I have material. I have enough material to sustain me for a little while. I have the building, and I have the equipment to run up to 2 guys plus myself on the backside doing cabochons, cutting material for commercial and the private individuals that have never been able to get the rocks cut. I have a position for a cash register individual. I have a position for sales and marketing, and I have a position for an IT, an internet technician. You know, the IT and the sales, they can be a part-time if that works best for them. You know, we'll figure how to work it. And I want nothing more but to pay my employees more than what I pay myself. Because I've been there, I know. I can tell you guys that I have lived on next to nothing the last few years. My wife is a teacher, amazing woman, God bless her. She's a teacher and she doesn't make very much. And she is the heartbone of this, and the reason why. She is my wife. Her and my boy. I wish I could say my mom was too, but I kind of screwed that one up. So I have my story, my mom being part of that story, which when it gets to that point of the story, man, my story is almost like not even, it's incomprehensible for me. It's like, yeah, right. But what it comes down to is I'm a walking testimony. I am proof that change is possible. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And I've come a long ways. Not by myself by any means. This company, the materials, the art and the skill that it takes to make these rings and do what I do is so far out of my control that. So here it is. I would like to do a GoFundMe for $125,000 that will complete my building, that will sustain me for a while and allow me to not get into debt over simple, easy things such as utilities and just the cost of running a business. It will allow me to be able to pay my personal bills for a little bit. And not fall delinquent and behind there because I'm trying to make payroll or do the other things. I have the building, I have the material, I have the equipment, I have the knowledge. Most of all, I have the heart. And I believe. I have faith, and I believe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. There's something about these stones. There's something about these minerals and these specimens, these fossils. There's something about the metaphysical in these that I'm able to bring to people that it's about the people. It's about bringing these to you guys. One person at a time, all around the world. but not just bringing you these metaphysical properties. It's bringing you the knowledge and the understanding, the hope if necessary, or maybe just a testimony that if you want it, you can get it too. Dreams are made to come true if you're willing to work for them. Okay guys, I have no clue if this is the kind of video that I'm supposed to do or if this video will sink my boat. I have no idea. But I have faith. I need a little bit of help. I don't want a dole. I don't want a handout. I've never asked for any charity. But when it comes down to it, I think I deserve it just as much as anybody else. Okay, love you all no matter what. We'll see you on the other side of the mountain.
Hello guys, my name's Jet, and I'm with Rapa Stonery and Fine Arts, Lost in Stone, which is a Rapa Stonery company. So I was sitting one day and I was thinking, and I was just trying to find what I could bring to the table. What did I have that was special and unique from anybody else? And as I'm thinking about the stones and the minerals, the fossils, the specimens, the crystals that we love to collect, I one day realized I was carrying around a pocket of rocks, and then going through the rocks each day for what I might be up against or what I'm feeling, or just the simple rest my mind would have with having something that would help with my anxiety and calming and balance within my life. So I started to brainstorm and think of what I could come up with and how I could make that easier on me. And what I did was I figured out that I could take our minerals, our specimens, lapis, I could take fluorite, tiger's eye, everybody's favorite palm stone, and I can combine what crystals work well together and what you need. And you could have it in a beautiful ring. I'm proud of them. I'm very pleased with my ability